The first time I walked into Naropa, it was Keep Naropa Weird Day, and people were playing hacky sack tag on the green. It was quite magical. I got a tour on the campus, saw the big sycamore trees, and fell in love.
Growing up in Texas, especially being queer, there was a lot of expectation of what resilience looked like. So coming to Naropa, I found a definition of that for myself. I really wanted to prioritize how can I develop the big S self, the capital self. So that was my main priority coming to Naropa.
What is it that I really care about and want to do? Because my life is precious, I can actually do things. And there are options out there for me. And so that insight led me to just purely Google alternative colleges, spiritual colleges, and then Naropa was like pretty much first or second on that list.
When I came to Naropa as a student, I imagine, like many of our other students, I was looking for a different experience. When I found this place, there was like an element of magic and community and the smaller classrooms, the experiential piece, that I realized I was really needing and seeking in a college degree.
I've heard a lot of students say that they felt called to come to Naropa. They had visions or dreams, or some random thing happened where a flyer blew in front of them and they found their way here to Boulder, they found their way here to Naropa. And that's really cool to hear too, how they carry that. And they carry that sense of pride of being a Naropian.
Contemplative education to me really is the same way that a flower just kind of blossoms into its own essence. And that's the way knowledge should feel, organic. The wisdom should feel like it's something of a remembrance, not like a drill manual we have to recite in our head.
It seems like one of the most, if not the most, engaged and inclusive forms of approaching education and cultivating a society. And that is largely why I'm here and am pursuing multicultural contemplative education, because my ideal is helping promote or reform or present an alternative to our current public educational system and centering and fostering our interdependence.
Sometimes it felt odd to be directed back to my own experience, to write a paper and be asked by the professor, but how is this affecting you? How are you feeling about this? But as I went on and stayed in classes and courses, and 2 years now, noticing that I am changing as I learn more academically. At my past institution, I learned a lot, but I wasn't necessarily changing as I learned it.
Working at Naropa for the almost 3 years that I have, this will be the end of my third academic year, has really encouraged me to see and embrace the diversity of thought that exists in the world. I mean, one of the things that we are trying to do is engage our students who might be remote or online or virtual or hybrid, because we do have a number of hybrid programs. I mean, we have students from all over the world.
We so organically embed the really critical pieces I think employers are looking for now. They're looking for people that can take holistic approaches to team building. They're looking for people that, again, have that mindfulness capacity, that self-awareness. They're looking for people that are out-of-the-box thinkers and creative types. And this goes for every industry, and I can't tell you how often we have people calling our Office of Career and Life and Development saying, we want Naropa students, we want Naropa interns, post this job. We're looking for people at Naropa, and we've been teaching these skills since the 70s.
I find the faculty to be really supportive and really human and accessible. A lot of my classes are smaller, 4 to 20 people, and I feel like it's easy for me to have a conversation with a faculty member. I noticed that those conversations help me to integrate what it is that I'm learning, because I'm not reading it from a book, but also speaking with someone and in dialogue with someone who's been doing it for 20 or 30 years, and they're there talking to me, bouncing ideas off of me, and asking me questions too. It's not so much they're up here and I'm down here. It feels very much like we're having a conversation, and that feels very, I feel accepted and challenged.
I want students to be able to feel like this is a place where they can play, they can learn, they can live. And so for me as an administrator, I think back to those mentors, I think back to those special people who invested in me in my life, and it makes me proud to be part of that journey, be part of their experience, and also for that to be my experience as well.
I believe that we can change the world. I don't know who you are, but I believe that you can change the world also, and this place will foster that.
We need leaders. We need people who want to change the world and people who want to learn how to do that. Not just to talk that they can do that, not just to say that they can do that, but to really put in the work to do it. Because this place it's a birthing ground for leaders, but we need the people who want to be those leaders. And so I would say, if this place has come across people's minds, if people see this and they think maybe this is the place, encourage that thought. Maybe it is the place, but you won't know until you get here.